Namibia versus India. Do I agree with the way they are ranked? I believe that the ranking of Namibia and India are correct because Namibia is a bit more developed than India. Where are these countries? Namibia is in the southern part of Africa. It is south of Angola and west of South Africa and Botswana. Its population is currently around 2.3 million. India is in the west part of Asia and is surrounded by water on lots of its sides. The country that borders it to the northwest is Pakistan. To the northeast is China and Nepal. To the east is Bangladesh. To the south is Sri Lanka. Its population is 1.25 billion. Industry statistics. The industry statistics for Namibia may increase the quality of life because the country has a lot of exports like uranium, and this provides jobs for more people. When people have a steady income, they do not have to stress about when they get another paycheck, so they are happier. This also applies to India because the quality of life for India will not increase as much because they have less exports.
Namibia is the fourth largest producer of uranium. Uranium uses our man-made power nuclear power stations. Namibia supplies one-third of the diamonds in the world. Most of the extractions are run by foreign businesses. Farming is the second most important industry. Farming is a very popular job in Namibia. The animals that are raised are sheep and cattle. The coast of Namibia is a good place to fish, and this is the key industry for Namibia. Tourism is also a key industry, and this has been growing over the years.
In 2010, they produced 2.81 million cars. The gross value added by manufacturing in India is 239.53 billion. 49.1% of the value of exported goods from India goes to Asia. 19.5% goes to Europe. 18.1% goes to America, and 8.7% goes to Africa. Industry analysis. The industry statistics for Namibia may increase their quality of life because the country has a lot of exports like uranium, and this provides jobs for more people. When people have a steady income, they do not have to stress about when they will get another paycheck, so they are happier. This also applies to India, but the quality of life for India will not increase as much because they have less exports, and this means less jobs for its inhabitants. Indicators. The GDP per capita in Namibia is 9,778.41. The HDI ranking is 0.628, and its rank is 126. The HDI rank for India is 130, and the HDI is 0.624. The GDP per capita for India is 1,750.6. Indicator analysis. These indicators suggest that the HDI for India is lower than the HDI for Namibia because of the GPA per capita. The GDP per capita. The GDP per capita is 1,750.6 for India and 9,778.41 for Namibia. This indicates that Namibia has a higher average income, meaning less poverty. Poverty contributes to other development indicators like quality of life, life expectancy at birth, adult literacy rates, etc. Geography of the countries. The resources that are in Namibia are diamond, silver, tungsten, lead, zinc, tin, uranium, and copper. These resources contribute to almost 8% of the country's GPA. Some of the resources like diamond and uranium are key to the economic growth of this country. There are many other resources that are found and produced in Namibia like granite, marble, salt, dolomite, semi-precious stones, wollastonite, and sulfur, gold, arsenic, manganese. These resources aren't as big and as important as the other ones, but they still contribute to the economy. Namibia is a popular place for farming, and even though most of it is desert, it was recorded in 2011 that Namibia has 0.97% arable land. India has a huge number of minerals, and there are many types. These minerals include gold, iron, bauxite, mica, copper, magnesium, limestone, and salt. India contains high-grade iron. India also is the largest exporter of mica in the world. 60.3% of India is farmland. India has the second largest amount of arable land in the world. Even though India has more arable land, it does not produce crops as fast. Geography analysis. The geography of the two countries helped prove my conclusion. Namibia has a wider variety of resources. This means that they can still export and make profit if the demand for a certain popular resource has decreased. Even though India has better farming than Namibia, Namibia has more abundant amount of natural resources. Some more indicators are absolute poverty rate, life expectancy at birth, infant mortality rate, and adult literacy rate. The absolute poverty rate for Namibia is 26.9%, and for India it is 12.7%. The life expectancy at birth for Namibia is 64.8 years, and for India it is 68.3 years. The infant mortality rate for Namibia is 2 for every 1,000, and for India it is 40 for every 1,000. The adult literacy rate for Namibia is 76.5%, and for India it is 74%. Indicator analysis. Absolute poverty rate indicates that Namibia is less developed than India because it has a higher percentage. If you look at infant mortality rate, it shows that Namibia is more developed. These stats show different things, but the one thing that's clear from this is that the HDI ranking for both countries is very close. Conclusion. I agree with the HDI ranking of Namibia and India. Namibia has more natural resources and a wider variety. Namibia also has more exports. The GDP per capita is better for Namibia. The thing that India has that is better than Namibia is their car industry, which brings up their GPA. Namibia is more developed, and I fully agree with the ranking of the countries.